Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Chosen one, have you ever felt a deep, unshakable knowing that you were meant for something greater, that the struggles you faced, the obstacles that tried to break you were only preparing you for something vast, something divine? Not everyone is destined for wealth. The masses chase money, but the chosen ones attract it. This is not about greed. This is not about ego. This is about spiritual alignment. If you are here watching this, it is no accident. The universe, God, your spirit guides, whatever name you give to the divine force, has brought you here for a reason. Not everyone will understand this message. Not everyone will feel the deep resonance of these words, but those who do are the ones who were always meant to receive it. There is a sacred order to prosperity that many do not understand. True wealth, spiritual, emotional, and material, does not come to those who chase it with desperation. It comes to those who are called to it. It comes to those who are aligned with divine music, purpose. The truth about wealth and destiny. Many spiritual teachings have been distorted. Some say that money is evil, that spiritual people must live in lack and suffering and struggle. But tell me, how can you fulfill a grand purpose if you are constantly weighed down by scarcity? How can you help others create change or build something meaningful if you are just surviving? The truth is, wealth is a divine responsibility given only to those who can handle it. The great spiritual leaders, prophets, and enlightened beings, many of them were wealthy. King Solomon, known for his wisdom, was one of the richest men to ever live. Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, rose to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. Even in modern times, those who truly understand spiritual law know that money is a tool, a form of energy, a force that amplifies your purpose, and if you have been chosen to receive it, you will see the signs. Do you ever notice that money flows to you in mysterious ways? Do opportunities appear when you least expect them? Do you feel an inner knowing that no matter how hard things get, you will always be provided for? These are not coincidences. These are divine signals, whispers from the universe guiding you toward your financial destiny. In this video, I will reveal the 7 divine signs that prove you are destined for wealth, not just financial wealth, but abundance in all areas of life. And let me be clear, this message is not for everyone. Those who are not ready to receive it will dismiss it, will doubt, will argue against it, but those who feel it in their soul will recognize it instantly. So listen carefully, watch till the end, because if these signs resonate with you, it means your spiritual inheritance is waiting and your time is coming sooner than you think. Understanding spiritual wealth and destiny. Chosen one, wealth is not just paper, it is not just numbers in a bank account. True wealth is an energy, a frequency, a divine inheritance that belongs to those who are aligned with their higher calling. Many misunderstand the spiritual nature of wealth. They think money is evil, that desiring abundance is sinful, but the truth, wealth is neither good nor bad. It is an amplifier. It magnifies who you already are. If you are chosen, your wealth will serve a purpose far greater than just luxury or comfort. It will be a tool for impact, a force for good, a responsibility given to those who can wield it wisely. Look at the greatest spiritual figures: King Solomon, Joseph, Abraham, even modern leaders of spiritual wisdom. They were usted with immense resources, not because they chased money, but because they were aligned with a higher plan. They had work to do, they had missions to fulfill. And if you are truly among the chosen, so do you. The law of divine provision. Have you ever noticed that when you operate from faith, doors open in ways you never expected? Money appears at just the right time. Opportunities seem to find you. Even when you struggle, you never fall completely. This is the law of divine provision. The universe does not operate on scarcity, it operates on abundance. When you align yourself with your divine purpose, wealth will follow as a byproduct, not because you are obsessed with money, but because God, source, the universe, whatever you call it, will ensure that you have the resources you need to fulfill your destiny. The problem: most people block their own abundance. They hold limiting beliefs. They believe money is evil, that suffering is noble, that they are not worthy of financial blessings, and so the universe honors their belief and they remain in lack. But you have always felt different. You have always felt that you were meant for more, not just for yourself, but for something greater, and that is the key difference between those who are simply rich and those who are divinely wealthy, the chosen ones, and their financial calling. If you are here, if you resonate with these words, it means you are being prepared. Your past struggles were never a punishment, they were a training ground, a test. The universe tests those who will be entrusted with wealth. It refines them through challenges, stripping away greed, entitlement, and small-minded thinking, and those who pass the test, they become divine stewards of wealth. They are given abundance not just to hoard, but to uplift, to empower, to create change. So ask yourself, do you feel this truth in your soul? Do you recognize that your wealth is not just for you, but for a higher mission? If so, the 7 divine signs I am about to reveal will confirm what you have always known. Deep inside, your financial destiny is already written. Now let's unveil the signs that prove it. The 7 divine signs you are destined to be rich. Sign 1: money finds you even when you're not looking. 450 words Have you ever noticed that money always seems to find its way to you, sometimes in the most unexpected ways? You don't chase it, you don't desperately seek it, and yet it appears opportunities arise, unexpected blessings come your way, and financial doors open at just the right moment. This is not coincidence, this is divine orchestration. Wealth at its core is energy, and when you are aligned with your spiritual purpose, money is drawn to you like a magnet. The universe ensures that you always have enough, even when it seems impossible. Maybe you've received unexpected money checks in the mail, random job offers, clients coming to you without you even trying. Maybe someone gifted you something valuable, or you got a sudden opportunity that changed your financial situation overnight. If this keeps happening in your life, understand it's a sign. The universe always provides for the chosen. Those who are meant to be wealthy don't have to chase money, it chases them. The difference between someone struggling and someone aligned is simple: faith and purpose. The universe knows who needs resources to fulfill a greater mission. If you are truly chosen, wealth will always find its way to you, not because you force it, but because you are a vessel for something bigger. Think about it. Why would God, source, or the universe allow someone with a divine purpose to live in lack? That wouldn't make sense. If you are meant to help, teach, lead, or create something powerful in this world, you will be given the resources to do so. Are you blocking the flow? But here's the thing, many chosen ones don't recognize this. They doubt it, they fear money, they hesitate to receive, and so they block their own flow. Have you ever rejected a financial blessing because it seemed too easy or too good to be true? That is conditioning, a mindset programmed by society, not by spiritual truth. Money is not meant to be hard when you are in alignment. It is effortless. So pay attention. If wealth keeps appearing in your life, the universe is telling you something. It's a sign that you are meant to be a steward of financial abundance. Your task is not to chase money, but to remain open, aligned, and in tune with your higher purpose. Chosen one, if money has a way of finding you even when you're not looking, you are on the path to divine wealth. This is just the beginning. Let's move to the second sign. Sign 2, you have a deep inner knowing that you are meant for more. Chosen one, let me ask you something. Have you always felt different? Have you always carried a sense that you were not meant for an average life, that you were meant for greatness, impact, and abundance beyond what others can see? If so, this is not arrogance, this is divine knowing. Since childhood, you may have felt a disconnect from the limitations imposed by society. While others accepted mediocrity, you questioned it. While others settled, you dreamed of more. Not just more money, but more purpose, more expansion, more fulfillment. That voice inside you, the one telling you that you are destined for something greater, that is not wishful thinking, that is your soul remembering its purpose. Divine assignment comes with provision. People who are meant for financial abundance don't just want to be rich, they feel called to something bigger. They know deep within that they are meant to create, lead, or build something that requires wealth. This is why you've never been satisfied with a small life. You know you weren't born to just pay bills and die. You weren't placed here to struggle endlessly. You were placed here to create, to lead, and to elevate the world in some way. And let me tell you a secret, God does not place big visions inside small minds. If you have always felt an undeniable pull toward greatness, it means that the universe is preparing you for something bigger than yourself, and with great purpose comes great provision. Why others don't understand you? Maybe you've tried explaining your ambitions to others and they've laughed. Maybe they told you to be realistic. Maybe they think you're delusional for believing you can have both spiritual alignment and material success. But here's the truth, not everyone is meant to understand your calling. The chosen ones always feel out of place in environments that do not match their destiny. They are often misunderstood, doubted, even ridiculed, but deep down they continue forward because they know. And if you have always carried that unshakable inner belief that you are meant for more, then understand this: it is a divine sign. The universe does not give such visions to those who are not capable of manifesting them. The wealth you desire, it's not just for you, it's for your purpose. And if you stay aligned, it will come. Chosen one, this inner knowing is one of your greatest gifts. Trust it. Sign 3, you handle money with spiritual wisdom. Chosen one, wealth is not just about how much you have, it's about how you handle it. Many people receive money, yet it slips through their fingers because they lack the wisdom to steward it. But you see money differently. You respect it. You understand its power. You don't waste money recklessly, nor do you hoard it out of fear. You recognize money for what it is: energy, a tool, a resource that must be used with intention. Unlike most people who either chase money desperately or treat it carelessly, you approach wealth with a level of understanding that comes from within. You might have noticed that even when you've had little, you've always manage to stretch it. You know how to make the most of what you have, and somehow things always work out. This is a spiritual gift. It is the reason why the universe can entrust you with more, because you do not squander your blessings. Money is a tool, not a master. Most people are either slaves to money or victims of it. They either worship it, making it the center of their lives, or they resent it, believing it to be evil. But those who are destined for divine wealth understand that money is neither good nor bad. It is simply a tool You don't fear money, you don't idolize it either, you use it wisely, directing it toward things that serve your higher purpose, whether it's investing in yourself, helping others, or creating something valuable. You always feel a greater sense of responsibility when it comes to your finances. This is why no matter what happens, you always seem to land on your feet. Even if you've lost money before, you've learned from it. You don't make the same mistakes twice. You grow wiser, stronger, and more aligned with the laws of abundance. Why this matters: wealth is a test. The universe gives it to those who can handle it and takes it away from those who misuse it. Many people are not poor because they are unlucky. They are poor because they lack the wisdom to manage abundance. But you are different. You're being prepared for something greater. You are someone who will not let money corrupt your spirit. You will use it as a force for good, a vehicle for change. And because of this, your financial blessings will continue to grow. This is why the universe keeps putting money in your hands, because you are learning how to handle it with wisdom, and as you continue to master this, your wealth will multiply beyond anything you have imagined. Now let's move to the next sign, one that explains why you've had to endure financial struggles before stepping into your abundance sign. For you experience divine tests related to money. Chosen one, have you ever gone through financial struggles that felt unfair, overwhelming, or even impossible to escape? Have you worked hard only to see money slip away? Have you ever been in a place where you had nothing yet somehow deep inside you knew it was only temporary? This is not random. This was a test. The universe does not give wealth to those who are not prepared for it. Before you can receive abundance, you must prove that you can handle scarcity with faith. Money is a responsibility, and those who are destined for financial greatness often go through a period of testing where they are stripped of everything they once relied on. During these moments, the divine is not punishing you, it is preparing you. It is removing any false security so that when wealth does come, you will not be owned by it. Breaking the fear of money. Many people go through financial struggles and become bitter. They start to believe that money is evil, that they are cursed, or that they will always live in lack. But those who are truly chosen, they do not break under these trials. They rise above them. If you have faced financial hardship but refused to give up, if you have remained faithful even when things looked hopeless, then you have passed one of the hardest spiritual tests, the divine tests. Chosen ones, through lost debt or even betrayal. Maybe you had money and lost it all. Maybe people you trusted took advantage of you. Maybe you worked hard but were never rewarded. These experiences were not meant to destroy you. They were meant to teach you the wisdom you will need when your wealth arrives. The shift from lack to abundance. The moment you learn the lesson, the moment you realize that money does not define your worth, everything changes. The universe begins to trust you. It starts to open doors. Opportunities appear where before there were only obstacles. This is why so many self-made millionaires and spiritually awakened individuals have a story of struggle before their success. They had to be humbled before they could be elevated. If you've endured financial hardship but never lost your vision, faith, or determination, understand this: you were being prepared for something much greater. You have been tested and now you are ready for your reward. Now let's move on to the next sign, one that reveals the true reason why wealth is coming to you. It's not just for you, but for something much bigger than yourself. Sign 5, you feel called to help others with your wealth. Chosen one, wealth is never just about personal gain. It is a responsibility, a divine trust given to those who will use it wisely. And deep down, you've always known that when you become wealthy, it won't be just for you. Since a young age, you may have felt an unshakable desire to help others. You dream of giving back, supporting your family, building something that benefits your community, or even creating opportunities for those in need. This is no accident. This is a divine sign. Many people desire wealth purely for selfish reasons. They want to hoard it, control it, or use it to feed their ego. But you see wealth as a tool for something greater. You don't just want money, you want to make a difference. The heart of a giver. Have you ever noticed that even when you had little, you still found ways to give? Maybe you've given your last dollar to help someone else. Maybe you've offered support, time, or resources without expecting anything in return. This is spiritual wealth in action. The universe blesses those who understand that money is meant to flow, not to be trapped in selfish greed. True chosen ones recognize that wealth multiplies when it is shared. This is why so many great leaders, visionaries, and spiritually aligned entrepreneurs become richer the more they give. Think about it. Why would the universe give wealth to someone who only cares about themselves? It wouldn't. But those who have a heart for others will always find that money flows to them, not because they chase it, but because they are aligned with its higher purpose, a higher calling. You have always felt that when you receive wealth, you will use it to change lives. You don't just want a big house or luxury cars. You want to create something that lasts. Maybe you dream of helping struggling families, funding education, supporting charities, or even teaching others how to achieve success. This is why you are being positioned for financial blessings. The universe does not give wealth to those who will waste it. It gives it to those who understand the responsibility that comes with it. Chosen one, if you have always felt that your wealth is meant to serve a greater purpose, then know this: you are destined for divine abundance. Now let's move to the next sign, one that explains why you see money differently than most people and why that difference is exactly what will lead you to wealth. Sign 6, you see wealth as a spiritual responsibility. Chosen one, Have you ever felt that money is more than just numbers, that wealth is not about greed but about purpose? If so, you are already seeing money through the eyes of divine wisdom. Unlike many, you do not see wealth as something to hoard or flaunt. You see it as a responsibility, a gift entrusted to those who will use it wisely. You understand that money has the power to build, heal, uplift, or to corrupt, destroy, and enslave, and because of this you do not take it lightly. This mindset is not common. Most people either worship money or fear it. Some chase it blindly, believing it will solve all their problems, while others reject it entirely, thinking it is unholy. But you stand in balance. You recognize that money is neutral. It takes on the energy of the one who holds it. Why the universe entrusts wealth to the wise? Think about it. Would the universe give great power to those who are reckless? Would God pour abundance into the hands of those who would misuse it? Wealth is given to those who are prepared to handle it with wisdom, discipline, and purpose. This is why you have been tested. This is why you have had to go through seasons of lack before stepping into abundance. You were being prepared. You were being trained to handle money with spiritual maturity. You understand that with great wealth comes great responsibility, that having more means giving more, serving more, and leading more. And because of this, the universe can trust you. The truth about spiritual and material wealth: many people believe that spirituality and wealth can't coexist, that to be truly enlightened one must reject material success, but this is a lie created to keep people in bondage. Look at the great spiritual leaders of history: King Solomon, Abraham, even modern-day visionaries. They were not poor, they were abundant. They had wealth because they had a mission. Money is not evil, it is the love of money, the obsession with it, that leads to destruction. But when you see wealth as a sacred responsibility, as a tool to fulfill your higher calling, then you are aligned with divine abundance. Chosen one, if you feel deep within that wealth is not just for personal gain but for serving a greater purpose, then this is a powerful confirmation. You are meant to be a steward of divine riches, and soon that wealth will find you. Now let's move to the final sign, one that reveals why you keep seeing mystical signs, synchronicities, and divine confirmations about your financial destiny. Sign 7. The universe sends you signs and synchronicities. Chosen one, have you noticed that the universe keeps sending you subtle but powerful signs about your financial destiny? Have you been seeing repeating numbers like 888,111 or 777? Have you experienced strange coincidences where money opportunities or wealth-related messages seem to follow you? This is not a coincidence, this is divine communication. The universe speaks in symbols, patterns, and synchronicities. When you're on the path to financial abundance, it will confirm your alignment in ways that most people ignore. These signs are gentle nudges from the divine, reminding you that your wealth is not a fantasy, it is your destiny. Signs that you are being guided toward wealth. If you are meant to be rich, you will begin noticing repeating numbers associated with abundance. The number 888 represents infinite prosperity, a cycle of wealth that is coming full circle. Seeing 111 is a reminder that your thoughts are manifesting into reality. Be mindful of what you focus on. The number 777 signals divine blessings, a reward for spiritual alignment. Beyond numbers, you may also hear the same messages about wealth repeatedly. You may randomly come across books, videos, or conversations that confirm your financial purpose. You may meet people who unexpectedly guide you toward new opportunities. Even your dreams may be filled with symbols of prosperity, finding money, walking into luxurious spaces, or being handed something of great value. The universe does not waste energy. If these signs are appearing in your life, it is because you're being prepared for something greater. The energy of alignment. When you are in alignment with divine wealth, money stops feeling like a struggle. It starts to feel like a natural flow. You begin trusting that you are being guided, that each step is leading you towards something much bigger than you imagine. Pay attention. The universe does not scream, it whispers. It leaves clues, breadcrumb, signs that only the chosen ones can recognize. If you are seeing these patterns, it is because you are meant to follow them. Final confirmation: if you've experienced these signs, take them seriously. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things. You are being called. Your financial destiny is already written. The wealth, the resources, the abundance, it is all waiting for you to step into alignment and claim it. Chosen one, this is your time. The universe is speaking. Are you ready to listen? Now that you know the 7 divine signs, let's conclude with what this truly means for your future and how to fully step into your wealth. Call to action. Chosen one, if these 7 divine signs have resonated with you, it is because you were meant to hear this message. It was never an accident. You were always meant to walk the path of wealth, not just for yourself, but because your mission requires it. You have felt it in your soul. You have seen the signs, lived through the struggles, and received the divine confirmations. And now the question is no longer if you will be wealthy. The question is when you will fully step into your financial destiny. The universe does not give grand visions to those who are incapable of achieving them. If wealth has always been in your mind, in your spirit, and in your deepest knowing, then it is already on its way to you. Your only task is to align with it the truth about your financial destiny. Most people will never understand what you now know. They will continue to struggle to chase money in desperation or to reject it out of fear, but you are different. You see wealth for what it truly is, a spiritual tool, a divine responsibility, a calling. This is why you have been tested. This is why you have felt out of place among those who settle for less. This is why you keep receiving signs from the universe reminding you that you were never meant for a life of limitation. It's time to stop doubting. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to step into the abundance that has always been yours. What you must do next, now that you understand the 7 divine signs, the next step is crucial. You must move from awareness to action. Wealth is not something you wait for. It is something you align with. Start paying attention to how the universe is guiding you. Notice the synchronicities, follow the intuitive nudges, and step into opportunities with courage and faith. Stop thinking like someone who is hoping to be rich and start thinking like someone who knows they are destined for wealth. Your energy must match your financial destiny. That means no more fear. You are already chosen. No more hesitation. The signs are already clear. No more small thinking. Your wealth is not just about you. It is about the impact you are meant to make. Final message: your time has